Have you ever been out on the water watching other anglers seem to catch fish after fish while your line stays completely still? It can be frustrating, especially when everything feels the same: the water, the weather, even the species you are targeting. But sometimes the difference isn't in the latest lure, the newest rod, or expensive scent additives. It's in something much simpler that most people overlook. Recently, I discovered a bait technique so straightforward that it might surprise you, and yet it works better than many of the commercial products sold in tackle shops. In fact, the ingredients are so common that you probably already have them at home, but the fishing industry has quietly kept this method out of the spotlight for years. Last month, I was fishing at Lake Martin, and I had the opportunity to observe an angler who completely changed my perspective. His name was Frank. He was in his 70s, using an old, worn rod that looked like it had been through decades of use. While everyone else around us was casting high-end lures with the latest scent technologies, Frank was steadily landing bass at a pace that was hard to ignore, roughly one fish every 7 minutes. By the end of 90 minutes, he had caught 52 fish. I managed only 3. The angler on his other side caught 2. That day, the tournament winner caught 18 fish and earned $500. Frank wasn't competing. He was fishing for enjoyment, and the results he achieved were consistent and methodical rather than flashy. Curious about his technique, I asked Frank what he was using. The answer was simple: a small container from his tackle box holding a mixture of regular table salt and garlic powder. That's it. 2 ordinary ingredients found in nearly every kitchen. Frank explained that he had been using this combination since the 1970s, a trick passed down from his uncle, who was a commercial fisherman in Louisiana. Back then, it was common knowledge among experienced anglers, but over time, tackle companies introduced specialized attractants and convinced the fishing community that only these products could deliver consistent results. The science behind why this works is surprisingly straightforward. Fish have chemoreceptors all over their bodies that detect chemical signals in the water. Salt amplifies the electrical signals that fish use to locate food, making bait more noticeable. Garlic releases a compound called allicin when it becomes wet. This chemical spreads through the water and triggers feeding responses in bass, catfish, crappie, and other panfish. Salt also creates an osmotic gradient, which essentially makes fish curious about the source of the salt and encourages them to investigate. When the fish approach, the garlic triggers a feeding instinct. Combined, these effects make the bait both detectable and appealing. Using this method is straightforward. For soft plastic baits such as worms, lizards, or craws, wet the bait thoroughly, roll it in the salt and garlic mixture, and press the mixture in so it sticks. Let the bait sit for about 2 minutes before casting. This waiting period allows the salt to begin dissolving slightly into the moisture on the bait, creating a concentrated layer that disperses immediately upon entering the water. Casting too soon can reduce the effectiveness by half. For hard baits, like crankbaits or jerkbaits, the mixture can be combined with a few drops of fish or vegetable oil to form a paste, which can be applied to treble hooks and seams. The paste stays on through multiple casts and should be reapplied periodically. Live bait works particularly well with this approach. Lightly dust night crawlers or minnows with the mixture, being careful not to over-apply. As the bait moves naturally in the water, it disperses the scent in a way that fish find realistic. Predatory fish respond to the combination of movement, natural bait odor, and the salt-garlic signature, making them more likely to strike. One of the advantages of this method is its simplicity and reliability. Unlike commercial attractants, which can degrade after just a few uses, a properly stored batch of salt and garlic can last for months without losing effectiveness. It is cost-effective, consistent, and applicable to a wide variety of freshwater species, including bass, crappie, catfish, walleye, and panfish. Understanding the principles behind why it works, how fish respond to electrical signals, osmotic changes, and amino acid signatures, allows anglers to use it effectively without needing multiple specialized products for each species. Frank's approach reminded me that effective fishing does not require expensive gear or complicated setups. Sometimes the most practical solutions are also the simplest. Observing his method and understanding the science behind it gave me a new perspective on how small, inexpensive changes can produce meaningful results. Rather than relying on marketing and high-cost products, it is possible to achieve consistent success with a method that is accessible to anyone willing to learn and apply it. Once you've mastered the basic salt and garlic mixture, there are small adjustments you can make to optimize it for different conditions and species. Water temperature, clarity, and the type of bait you're using can all influence how fish detect and respond to scents, so understanding how to modify the mixture slightly can make a significant difference. For example, in colder water, fish tend to be less active and more cautious. Adding a small pinch of cayenne pepper to your mixture can stimulate a response because it introduces a subtle irritant that encourages fish to bite even when they are sluggish. The effect is not dramatic, but it can make the difference between catching a few fish and consistently drawing strikes in low-activity conditions. For waters with high turbidity, such as muddy or stained lakes, scent becomes far more important than visual cues. Increasing the garlic component slightly creates a stronger scent cloud that allows fish to locate the bait more effectively. In these situations, the combination of salt and garlic produces a detectable chemical trail that can travel farther than a visual lure alone. I've used this approach in brown or murky water and consistently caught fish that other anglers missed because they were relying only on bright colors or flashy lures. The principle is simple. When visibility is limited, olfactory cues dominate, and this mixture amplifies them without any synthetic additives. Different species also respond to slight variations. For example, certain saltwater species like redfish or speckled trout can respond positively to the addition of monosodium glutamate, MSG, mixed with the salt. MSG enhances the savory taste that predatory fish associate with live prey. It mimics natural amino acids that indicate a meal, increasing the likelihood that the fish will strike. For catfish, which have extremely sensitive taste and chemical receptors, adding a small amount of brown sugar to the mixture creates a flavor profile that is particularly appealing. The sugar complements the salt and garlic combination, producing a scent and taste that catfish find hard to resist. I've had success catching flathead catfish exceeding 70 pounds using this adjusted mixture on cutbait, demonstrating that minor tweaks can adapt the basic formula for different species and feeding behaviors. Another advantage of this approach is how long it lasts. Unlike synthetic attractants that lose potency within a few hours or trips, the salt and garlic mixture can be stored for months in an airtight container. The salt acts as a preservative for the garlic, keeping the mixture effective without chemical additives. On the water, the scent remains active for hours rather than minutes. This makes it cost-effective, reliable, and repeatable, qualities that are often overlooked by anglers chasing the newest branded products. A single batch of this mixture can last an entire season, which reduces spending on expensive attractants and ensures consistent performance regardless of environmental conditions. The application methods are versatile as well. Soft plastic baits can be rolled and pressed in the mixture. Hard baits, like crankbaits or jerkbaits, can be coated with a paste of salt, garlic, and oil. Live bait can be lightly dusted without affecting movement. Each method ensures that the scent remains effective while preserving the natural appearance of the bait. Timing is also key. Letting soft plastic baits sit for 2 minutes before casting allows the salt to dissolve slightly into the moisture on the surface, producing a concentrated solution that disperses immediately in the water. Without this step, the scent cloud is weaker, and fewer fish are attracted. The consistency of this method across species is particularly notable. Salt and garlic respond to fundamental biological mechanisms in fish. All species, whether freshwater or certain saltwater, rely on chemoreception to detect food, respond to osmotic signals, and interpret chemical cues. Garlic releases amino acids that mimic the scent of prey, while salt enhances electrical and osmotic signals. This universality makes the mixture effective for bass, crappie, catfish, walleye, pike, perch, bluegill, trout, and even some saltwater species under the right conditions. Instead of carrying multiple bottles of specialized attractants for each species, one well-prepared mixture handles nearly everything an angler might encounter. What makes this approach even more practical is its simplicity and accessibility. Most anglers invest in multiple bottles of branded attractants, each for a different species or water condition. They spend hundreds of dollars each season, replacing products that degrade quickly. In contrast, a single batch of salt and garlic costs only a few dollars and can last months while remaining equally effective. This is not just a cost-saving measure. It is a method that leverages an understanding of fish biology rather than marketing or hype. By focusing on what actually triggers feeding behavior in fish, you gain a consistent edge on the water without relying on expensive gimmicks. Ultimately, this technique is about observing, understanding, and applying basic principles consistently. Watching Frank in action demonstrated that knowledge and experience often outperform money and new technology. Using the right combination of salt and garlic, understanding how fish respond to chemical signals, and applying the mixture correctly can dramatically improve catch rates. It is reliable, adaptable, and efficient. Small variations for water temperature, clarity, or species allow anglers to fine-tune the mixture without ever needing specialized products. The results are measurable, repeatable, and based on real biological responses rather than marketing claims. Applying this method changes how you approach fishing. You no longer rely solely on the luck of the draw, the latest lure, or expensive additives. You understand why fish behave as they do and can influence their behavior consistently. Whether you are targeting bass in a clear lake, catfish in a muddy river, or saltwater species in a coastal inlet, the basic principles of this mixture work. With a little practice and attention to detail, any angler can apply the salt and garlic method successfully, achieving consistent results without unnecessary expense. Over time, this approach allows you to focus on the fishing itself, observing, adapting, and catching fish, rather than chasing products or gimmicks that may or may not work.